Many financial advisors in America will tell you that you need at least $2 million to retire comfortably. Some will say $3 million, and the most conservative will tell you it's $5 million. The entire retirement planning industry has built a business model around convincing you that freedom is impossibly expensive and that retiring before 65 is a fantasy reserved for the super rich. I'm here to tell you that this advice is not just slightly wrong, it's catastrophically wrong. It's wrong because it optimizes for the wrong variable. They're calculating how much you need to maintain your current lifestyle in your current location. But what if the real goal isn't just retirement, but financial freedom, the point where employment becomes optional? The number for that is radically different, and it could be as low as $300,000. This is a strategy for anyone who values time and freedom over status and familiarity. Welcome back to the Money Mindset channel. My name is Arthur Graham, and today I'm about to show you the math the financial industry prays you'll never see. If you understood these numbers, you'd realize you could be free in 10 to 20 years instead of 30 or 40, and they'd lose decades of management fees. If this idea already has you thinking, do me a favor and hit the like button and subscribe to the Money Mindset channel for more deep dives that challenge mainstream financial advice. Let's get into it. Takeaway number 1. The $2 million retirement plan is built on flawed assumptions. Financial advisors arrive at the $2 million number by making 3 assumptions about your life, and every single one is wrong. This faulty foundation is why their final calculation is so impossibly high. Assumption 1. Your spending will stay the same. This is wrong because a huge portion of your current spending is what I call compensation spending. It's the money you spend to deal with the stress and time constraints of working, expensive meals because you're too tired to cook, a nice car for a miserable commute, new work clothes, and pricey vacations because you only have 2 weeks a year to decompress. When you remove the job, the actual cost of a good life can be 30 to 50% less. Assumption 2. You will live in the same place. If your job is the only thing tying you to a high cost of living city, why would you stay there after the job is gone? The cost difference is staggering. The cost of living in Lisbon is 70% lower than in San Francisco. Between New York and Chiang Mai, it's an 85% difference. When employment no longer dictates your address, the world opens up. Assumption 3. You need to replace your income. This is the critical mistake. In retirement, you don't need to replace your income. You only need to cover your expenses. These are 2 completely different numbers. If you can live well on $18,000 a year, that's your target, not the $70,000 salary you used to earn. The retirement planning industry has convinced most people that retirement means maintaining their pre-retirement standard of living indefinitely. Takeaway number 2. The real magic number is $300,000, and the math is simple. So if the old numbers are wrong, what's the right one? For achieving true freedom, the number to focus on is $300,000. The arithmetic is incredibly straightforward. $300,000 invested conservatively can generate $12,000 per year, $1,000 per month, using a standard 4% withdrawal rate without ever touching the principal. The power of this income is entirely relative to your location. In the United States, $1,000 per month is considered poverty, but in Portugal, it's a comfortable middle-class life. In Thailand, it's an upper-middle-class life. In dozens of other countries, it's more than enough to rent a nice apartment, eat well, have quality health care, and enjoy your freedom. It buys you not just survival, but security and comfort. This isn't wishful thinking. This is arithmetic that's been true for 100 years and will be true for the next 100.
What would you do with an extra $1,000 of passive income each month? Drop your ideas in the comments below.
Takeaway number 3. Geographic arbitrage is your ticket to freedom. The strategy that makes the 300K number possible is called geographic arbitrage. It's the simple act of having your capital or earnings originate from a high-cost economy, like the US, and spending it in a low-cost one. This single move is the most powerful wealth multiplier available to the average person. Here are a few real-world examples to make this concrete. Lisbon, Portugal. You can live a high-quality life in a beautiful, safe European capital for approximately $1,200 to $1,400 per month. This covers everything, including a nice one-bedroom apartment for about $650 to $850. Chiang Mai, Thailand. Here, you can live comfortably in a modern city with world-class healthcare and amazing food for just $900 to $1,000 per month. That total includes a modern apartment in a building with a pool and gym for $300 to $400. Medellín, Colombia. Known as the City of Eternal Spring, you can enjoy a great lifestyle with perfect weather for around $1,000 to $1,200 per month, which secures you a great apartment in a desirable neighborhood for $400 to $600. Now, contrast that with a basic middle-class life in a Tier 2 American city like Austin or Denver. The monthly costs there run a minimum of $3,000 to $4,000. To fund that with a 4% withdrawal rate, you would need between $900,000 and $1.2 million. This one strategy, simply changing your location, reduces the capital you need for freedom by a factor of 3 to 4. Takeaway number 4. The biggest hurdles aren't financial, they're mental. When I present this strategy, the objections I hear are almost always the same. But what people see as financial blockers are actually mental hurdles and unexamined assumptions. Healthcare. The idea that you need expensive American healthcare is a myth for most routine care. A knee replacement that costs $40,000 in the United States costs $8,000 in Spain and $4,000 in Thailand, with the same or better outcomes. Many countries offer excellent public systems. Portugal's is under $50 per month for residents, or affordable private insurance. Inflation. This is a valid concern, but the math provides a solution. If your money is invested and the market returns 7% while you withdraw 4%, your principal grows at 3%, roughly matching historical inflation. Your $12,000 of annual income maintains its purchasing power over time. Family and friends. This is the most legitimate concern and represents a real cost. But it's a cost that should be calculated honestly rather than being assumed as an absolute deal-breaker. Relationships can be maintained with video calls and annual visits, and new, strong social networks often form quickly within expat communities. What if I need more money? Your $12,000 per year is just the baseline from your capital. The Internet has made it trivially easy to generate a little extra location-independent income from projects you actually enjoy. An extra $3,000 to $6,000 a year from freelance writing or online consulting turns your budget from sustainable to comfortable, and it doesn't feel like work when it's optional. The best way to overcome these mental hurdles is to gather real data with a test run. Before you dismiss the idea, take 1 month and go live like a local in a city like Lisbon. Rent an apartment, buy groceries, use public transit, and track your spending.
To spend decades working towards a goal based on assumptions you never bothered to test for a couple $1,000 is, frankly, insane. If you love it, you potentially gain decades of freedom. The asymmetry of that bet is enormous. Conclusion: freedom is closer than you think. The core message here is simple. For a significant number of people who are willing to be flexible and live an unconventional life, financial freedom is not a 40-year slog towards $2 million. It's a 10 to 20-year plan to accumulate $300,000. It requires discipline, but it is achievable. Achieving this goal creates a profound psychological shift. You move from an earning mindset, where you're always focused on your next raise, to a spending optimization mindset, where you become intentional about what truly brings you value. Your time horizon expands from thinking about the next quarter to thinking about the next 40 years of your life. What relationships, skills, and health habits truly matter in the long run? But this path isn't for everyone. It's for those who see free time as an opportunity, not a void. It's for people who are energized and engaged with a blank calendar, not terrified by it. You must know if you're the type of person who thrives with self-direction before you take the leap. The financial industry sells a 40-year plan for retirement. This is a 10-year plan for freedom. Which path will you choose to calculate? Don't forget to subscribe to Money Mindset for more content designed to give you back control of your financial future.